I didn't choose to become a paralegal. Originally, when I started school, I wanted to be an attorney, and I started working in a law office. And basically, paralegal was the closest that I could get right now to becoming an attorney um, before I started or made the decision to go to law school. As a paralegal, you're not allowed to practice law or give legal advice, but you basically do all the same work, paperwork, that an attorney does. Why did you choose to specialize in this area of law? When I first started working as a legal assistant, I did personal injury, which is basically car accidents, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it because it was just paperwork. When I switched over to immigration, which was by accident because I started working with the attorney that I work with now, um, I really like the human aspect of it. You get to help people that haven't seen their family in years. You get to help people just feel safe in this country. And people that go through so many things, bad attorneys, notarios, just crazy things, and you give them that little ray of hope. So that's why I like to do immigration. What motivates you? Basically the same thing. The pay is not bad at all, but helping people. I really like helping people. I really like that fact that people come back and thank you. They give you gifts, they cry, they hug you, they talk to you like you're a part of their extended family, and it's a very, very rewarding feeling. What experience do you have for immigration paralegal position? So before I went to or took the classes, the program for the paralegal certification, I had already worked in a law office as a volunteer and as a kind of clerical assistant where you just do secretarial stuff, front desk stuff. And that really helped me out with the classes because I feel like if I had not worked in the field before taking the classes, I would have been completely lost. Just like the medical field, the legal field has its own lingo, and you need to know a lot of the technical terms, the terminology that comes along with the legal stuff that you're working on. So that really helped out. Describe a typical work week for a legal assistant. It depends on what kind of firm you work for. If you work for a small law firm here, you tend to do a lot of different things. You can do things like answering the phone, taking payments. But if you're actually working for a big law firm, corporate firms, you basically do a lot of legal research, filling out forms. If you need to do legal research, you have to do legal research, which will require the internet, books, just any type of resource that you can find to get the answer that you need. And also, depending on the law that you're working with, there's a lot of contact with clients, whether that's businesses, corporations, or just your average day Joe, like we help out. What tools and methods do you use for the day-to-day organization and planning of your work? Calendaring. I calendar a lot of my tasks. I have deadline sheets like this one that gives me what I need to do and the dates of when they are due, and they sit right in front of me. We also have a tickler system, which is basically a reminder system online, which is our client database, and every day it'll pop up what we need to work on, what's overdue, what things we need to start working on as well. So that's how we organize ourselves. What would you do if you were handed an assignment you did not know how to complete? So as a paralegal, there's a lot of things that are open to you. The internet is your best friend, basically. The second thing is, depending on the law that you're practicing, there's different books that will help you out. We use a lot of how-to books that help us out with answering questions. And usually each area has what's the equivalent of a Bible. For us, it's called a Kurzban, which basically gives you and defines every section of the law that we need to know. And it dummies it down for you, So that's what we basically use. And in the worst case scenario, you ask the attorney. Let's see. Am I planning to attend law school? I think so. I think right now I'm at the peak of where I want to be for my paralegal position and office administrator. And I think once I settle us down for a couple of years, maybe a year or two, I will go on to law school. What makes a paralegal successful? A paralegal, in order for them to be successful, they have to enjoy what they're doing, and you have to have a passion for it. If you don't like what you do, and that goes basically for any job, you're not going to be successful at it. You need to find something that really drives you and just go for it. You know, if helping out people or dealing with people that don't even speak English sometimes is not something that you like to do, then you're never going to succeed in this if you're practicing immigration. For me, when I was doing personal injury, I mean, I was good at it. I managed the position, but I just did what I needed to do, and that's it, because I wasn't really into it. But just that, finding a passion for what you do. If you like what you do, then you'll be successful. And logical thinking. If you're not a logical thinker, then don't try it. What school did you go to after high school, and where did you receive your major? So I transferred to a community college. I graduated from Century High School in Santa Ana, and then I transferred to Santa Ana College. While I was working on my AA to transfer to Cal State Fullerton, I basically started working at a law office, and that's when I decided to do the paralegal certification program, and I believe I finished in about a year, and that's where I received my certifications.